Alright guys, welcome back, and like I said, today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Arkham Knight Catwoman from, of course, Prime 1 Studio, and I am incredibly excited to get this unboxed. But speaking of the box, I wanted to show you something very different. Prime 1 has reinforced the box here. Instead of putting styrofoam on the inside of the wedges on the corners, they've decided to take that out and put these more reinforced corners in, and then also that shrinks the box size. So I'm guessing they're trying to, get the prices of shipping down just a little bit by doing this. So we'll see if she's intact, if it's actually helped or not. But I do like the idea of these reinforced corners, and I like the idea of smaller boxes. Hopefully that means that shipping, again, will be more affordable for collectors across the globe. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to show you some close-ups of this box here, and then we'll get into the art box.
So I just wanted to show you kind of what I was talking about with those reinforced corners. You could see that they've just basically taken more cardboard and put it on the corners and then taped it up. So we'll see if that makes it any better or not. I'm hoping it does. Let's go ahead and get into it so we can see the art box, but those are the corners I'm talking about.
Alright guys, so we have the art box out of the brown shipper now, and this box is quite a bit smaller than the other Arkham pieces that I have in my collection, which I appreciate, of course, for storage purposes, but I'm just surprised how small this one is, especially as big as the base is. So anyway, you have the photo of the statue itself here on the front. She looks really good as always, and then what I love here on the side is, again, where they talk about the artists that worked on this particular piece. The digital sculptor, technical artist is Stefferson Roca. We love him. Of course, lead technical artist is Bruno Zorzi. And then, of course, we have Bernardo Cruziero. And, of course, art direction by Johnny Pham. Creative direction, and I love when they do this on the side. The back has some information here. And then on this right here, it says, "Welcome to Gotham City." And then on the top, this one happens to be number 222 out of 500 exclusive. And the top of the box, again, very similar to all those other Arkham boxes. Again, I appreciate the size of this box, but I know you guys want to get into the styrofoam just like I do, so let's go ahead and rip into that right now.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and rip into the styrofoam. Now there is a top layer and a bottom layer here, and let's go ahead and do the top layer first. Alright. Let's see here. We have one of the head sculpts here, and then we have a second head sculpt there, and we actually have the whip here, and looks like some of the jewels there. Sorry again about the shadows in this room. This is going to be the exclusive head sculpt, and then this is going to be the body. And hopefully, I know there's been some people that have had some breakage. I do not see breakage on mine. Hopefully that will be the case, but let me give you kind of an overview of what the inside of the box looks like here. And let's go ahead and break into the bottom one. Alright guys, here is the bottom half here, and looks like we have the other whip. This would be her hip whip, if you choose to display her that way. And then, of course, the other arm there. And then basically the rest of this thing, I think, is going to be the massive base. Gosh, this thing is really big. This thing is going to take up some major real estate. Everything's looking good there. Looks good. And let's see what else we have here. Oh, these are going to be those extra stands that you can put the extra head sculpts on. So that's cool. And then right here, we have one more of the arms. So I'll give you guys kind of an overview of what that looks like. Again, I apologize for the shadows, but at least that might tell you how to put it back in the box if you need to. All right, let's get her set up.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this out of the styrofoam, and we'll start with the base here. And we'll see how heavy this thing is. It is big. It is big. It is heavy. And let me show you the bottom here. See if I have it the right way. There we go. Kind of a cool bottom. Nothing too spectacular about it, though. I believe that she goes this way with that cat in the front. Of course, I'll show you all the details of the base when we do the review portion.
And I'm going to go ahead and take out the rest of the items from here. So we do have an arm holding the whip here. I'll set that down. Then we also up front have the whip that goes on her hip. This is a plastic material. It's very lightweight, but solid. I mean, it's well done. Next up, we have the other arm. This will be the one that's going to hold the diamonds. Okay. And then I believe the other thing that's left are the little headstands. They can hold the extra heads, which I absolutely love. So very, very cool on Prime 1's part. That is all that is in the lower box. Let me go ahead and get the upper box up here, and I'll show you what's in that. Alright, so now we have the upper box here, and we'll check out the body first. Again, we have heard of some breakages with the legs from a couple collectors, so I am a little bit nervous, but we'll see what I get. Alright. Mine is not broken. Mine is fine. Absolutely fine here. Nice matte and shiny areas on her. Looks really good, exactly what I was expecting. She's solid, very heavy. See if I can get her keyed in here correctly. Right off the bat here. Alright, she's down and in, I believe. Looking good there. And let's see. I guess we can go ahead and add maybe an arm here. What's in this one here? This is the arm that is going to go down. Very cool. Alright, let's see how this one's supposed to look. Alright, fits into place just like that. Looks good. And let's see. We got some head sculpts here. This is the exclusive head right there. Again, I'll show you all these with the review. So you have them up close. And then we also have the whip. And this is a real leather-like material, so you can pose this, which is really nice. We also have the collar. Now this is the Riddler collar. You can either have her wear this or not. It's up to you. So I love that they gave that as an option. Really cool. What else do we have in here? This is her other arm if you want her to be holding the whip. Okay. So I'm going to do the pose right off the bat here where she's holding the diamond. So it would be like that. And then we have a couple more heads here. So this is the head. Translucent resin looks really good. This is the head, just kind of the straight-faced head. So really nice. And then the third head sculpt, I have a feeling is going to be my personal favorite. Yeah. This is the smirking portrait. Looks really good. The eyes look really good. And that's going to go right up in here. Oops, I might have it backwards here. Maybe I think she's supposed to be like that. There we go. It's kind of cool. You could actually do it either way. If you kind of want her looking the other direction, it's not quite as strong that way. So I might not recommend it. That way it's in and it's strong. So this is one of the poses, and then there should be, oh, the diamonds are right here. And there's 3. There is a blue diamond, a red, I guess that'd be maybe a ruby, and then also a clear diamond. And I'm guessing that you have to put that in correctly. I'll have to make sure I have it in right, but it is just a plastic material, so this is not going to break. There doesn't seem to be any sort of magnet in there or anything like that. I think it just sits there like that on top. So I'll play around with it and see what I get. But anyway,
I think this is the pose that I'm going to go with, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to play around with it, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start giving you guys all the close-ups. The full review is up next, and I'll do all the different swap outs and let you know my thoughts. So here comes the review right now. Alright guys, it is time for the review of this absolutely beautiful Catwoman, again from Prime 1 Studio. Man, she is gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic from top to bottom, and I'll show you the entire statue and all the swap outs and everything, but I do want to show you some of the extra things that do come with her. First of all, of course, the extra arms, the whips, the collar from the Riddler, and all of the diamonds. And then I thought this was also nice. This is, of course, the instructions. It is that heavier duty laminated paper, which is really nice. I thought she was pretty self-explanatory how to put her together, but if you might be confused about some steps, it's always nice to have this, so I always appreciate it. Then also she did come with a 2019 Prime 1 calendar, so that is really nice of Prime 1 to do that with, again, just some of their amazing statues all on display here. Just really cool calendar. And then last but not least, we have a little bit more promotional material. This, of course, is just highlighting some of the amazing statues that I have in my collection or that you might want to add into yours. So really cool material. I'm going to set that aside for right now, and we'll show you the whole statue here. We'll start, of course, with the base. Now, this base, guys, is very big. I will measure it for you so you have an idea. It is a very large piece, but it's really cool. It's got all the cat heads, the sphinx heads. I'm going to move the extra heads over just a little bit so I don't, so I clear them whenever I rotate this. I do have my brand new giant Lazy Susan here so I can spin this. I'm really glad I bought it because the other one is a third of its size. Nice detailing throughout. All the colors match the rest of the line. Now all of these cats, they are all identical to each other, so they are all three the same. They look good though. I really like this part of the back. I thought this might be like in the corner, but it's actually, you can see it's 3D. Isn't that cool? So it actually sticks through. Just really neat that Prime 1 decided to do something like that. Again, it's something that you won't really ever see, but I appreciate it being back there. Again, really nice detailing throughout. Again, all the sides are the same, and they do again match the rest of the bases in this particular line. But I think the cats are really cool. Again, I don't know for sure why they had to go so large, because this is one of the biggest bases. I mean, it's not as big as Croc, but definitely a large scale base here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go up the boots here as we go up the statue. Show you some of the fine detailing here. Again, everything looks good. Nice and weathered. Got some nice silver areas, and of course the laces look good here as well. Kind of spin it around so you guys can see the whole side. Looks good. I'll show you the other boot as well. Should be in focus for you guys. Laces look cool. I like the little silver elements, the little straps. You know, a piece like this is a little bit difficult because it is all black, or for the most part all black. As you go up the statue, you notice that, of course, there are tons of textures throughout this. Even in the texture itself, there are wrinkles, like it is real fabric. Now, this is a fully sculpted piece, other than the whip. The whip is a different material here. Make sure I get it in tight for you guys. This is a piece right here. This is a plastic piece. It's magnetized. It does come off. And that is, if you display her with the whip, you can display that little handle right there. So if she doesn't have the whip though, you can take that out and put the whip piece in. So I really appreciate that they did that. Really cool there. Spin her around. See the back side. Looking very good. It's one of the first teasers from Prime 1 was that shot right there.
Gotta hand it to them for that. Again, look at all of the amazing wrinkling back here. Really cool, the back of the boots. You'll notice that some areas like this right here is real glossy, while other areas are matte, and that is intentional. Looks really good. Nice side paneling here as well. You can really see. Everything looks nice. Kind of move up the back here so you can see again all of that paneling, all the detail work here. Again, shiny elements you can really see there on the shoulder pads, and more matte as we get into some of that side paneling there. See the straps. Alright, I'll come around the front here and we'll look at some of the arms and the hands. Again, nice details throughout there. You can really see. Again, it's black, so the idea of the different panels and the different mattes and shiny areas are really important because it helps break up the statue a little bit better. Notice all of these little straps, they're on the side, painted nice silver. Those do match the ones on the boots, which is very cool. Let me show you some of the tummy area here. Again, lots of nice detailing. Again, this is fully sculpted. Come up here into the chest area. The skin, I don't know if it's going to pick up all that great on camera, but the skin here is just absolutely phenomenal. Shaded very nice. Got some freckling to it. Really cool. Looks really good. There you see the cat emblem again, and again on the side they're repeated there. So it looks really phenomenal. I'll show you the hand here. Hopefully that'll get into focus here for you guys. There it goes. Now the whip itself, this piece right here does come out. So it's got a little piece that's magnetized and that just goes into the hand. The actual whip itself, this is posable, so you can bend it and change it how you wish, which is nice. So if you wanted to wrap around her, you can, or have her wrap around the front of the base, you can. It's whatever you want to do, which is nice. Alright, let's get into this head sculpt here. Gosh, just absolutely gorgeous head sculpt. This is my favorite. This is the smirking head sculpt. I think it's probably most people's favorites. Looks really good here. I was going to have my flashlight ready just in case you guys couldn't see the face very well, but I think the camera's doing a really nice job of picking it up. Now she is kind of dirty, you know, she's scarred up, she's dirty. Some people kind of hoped that there would be a face that wasn't all scarred up. You can see her eyes, but I don't mind the scars. I think it tells the tale. You know, she's been through a lot in that game. Arkham Knight I think she looks really great here. I love this head. Let me show you the back side. Show you some of that texturing there. Got the short hair peeking out the back. Again, it's black on black, but you notice that what they did, they were smart here. Sorry about the focus there, guys. They were real smart here. You notice that the hair is shiny, but then this part is matte. So they did a really good job, I feel, with being able to separate different parts, even though everything's just painted a black color. I think they did a really nice job. Alright, I want to show you the next head sculpt with this look, and let me do that now. Alright guys, here's the next head sculpt. This is more of just kind of a stern look, I guess, or just kind of a relaxed look. I'll kind of zoom back here so you can see the whole figure of what she looks like with that face. It's okay. I feel like it's really well done. I do prefer the smirking one. Like I said, I think it's a little bit better, but this one's painted very nicely. Again, has that same type of scarring, the same kind of dirty look on the side, like she's been through a fight. But I do think that she's really well done here. Again, I just think that there's more personality in the smirking one. Let me go ahead and now show you the exclusive. Alright guys, so here is the exclusive. It does have the goggles down look, so if you don't want her to have her eyes exposed, again, she is in that battle damage, so she is scarred up and a little bit dirty. We kind of zoom back a little bit so you can see what she looks like with that look. Nothing wrong with this look at all. I think it's really well done. Again, I just prefer that smirking head sculpt, but again, it's nice to always have the look you want, because some people might prefer this one more. It's up to your individual taste. That's what I love about Prime 1, that you can have so many different options to choose from. But this face is very cool. You can see her hair really peeking out in the front there. Looks really good. Alright, so this is the secondary look, and you notice that she's got two different arms here. She also has the diamond, and now the whip is on her hip. So this is a piece that is plastic, and it literally just goes right in without any problem, which is nice. So you still get that whip look if you wish, but now it just gives you a whole different look on this statue. Now it does have the clear diamond in her hand. This is something you can do. You can of course change it out to the red, or of course the blue. And then she has kind of her hand out, kind of like she's going to get ready to scratch something. I think that's really nice. So again, this is a really fun look, and this actually might be my favorite look of the two. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the different diamonds here. Put that in her hand. That does just literally sit on the top, just like this. Let me see if I can get it in focus for you guys. So again, gives you a couple different looks there. That's with the red, and then get you with the blue here, and that's the look with the blue. I personally like the clear one the best. That's the look I like, but again, kind of lets you choose whatever one you like better. So I'm going to put that one back in, and that's the secondary look you get. Really cool, right guys? I really like this look. Alright guys, so the next accessory is the Riddler necklace, basically, that he puts on her. I'm going to shine a light on it so you guys can see it a little bit better. It's got that countdown clock of 6, it's got the wiring there, and the Riddler question mark. Again, this was part of the game where she had to solve puzzles in order to not explode. And so this is a cool thing. It's just a piece, it's just a plastic piece that can go around her neck. Again, it is just an option. You don't have to put that on, but if you are a fan of that particular look in the game, that is one that you can use. So anyway, it doesn't take away from the statue in any way, but it does add just a little bit of a storytelling element if that's something that you're interested in. So again, I think that's pretty cool, but I just wanted to show you what this one looked like. Alright guys, next up are these awesome head sculpt bases. I mean, look how cool this is that you could display the extra head sculpts. I love when Prime 1 does this. These bases have the cat on the front, and then if you spin it around, it does have a cat on the back. Really nice strong magnets, and the bottoms are felted, so it's going to have a nice grip on the ground. And it's just really cool that they added these things to the collection, because again, a lot of times you have these put away in storage. You don't ever get to look at them, you don't ever get to see them, and so I really appreciate this as a collector to have these extra little bases. They've done it for quite a few of their statues now. I think maybe they're going to continue to do that as time passes on, but I love that Prime 1 does that. It's just a really cool bonus if you pick up the statue. Alright everybody, there you have it, an absolutely stunning Catwoman from Prime 1 Studio, 1/3 scale. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. I think she is sexy. I think she is strong, and I am really impressed with the statue. I'm so glad to have it, and I am so glad to add her to my Arkham line, which I absolutely love. It is the pride of my collection, and if you are a fan of Catwoman, this is a no-brainer. If you even if you don't love the game, this is still one that you could put in your piece, and everybody's going to know who she is. because she's just very well done, as are all statues from Prime 1 Studio that I have owned, just really from top to bottom amazing. There's very few nitpicks here. I guess if you have to, I would pick just the base. Again, is just so big. It didn't need to be that big. It could have, trimmed off the backside. She didn't need to have such a big base. These cats on the back are really cool, but you're never going to see them really. And so I think that they could have done just something maybe a little bit different with the base that would have saved you a little bit of room. But it is what it is. And the only other really sort of nitpick, I guess, and you can't really do much about it, is it's just black. There's just a lot of black on this piece, not a lot of color. What saves it, and it's just ingenious again from Prime 1, are all the different textures, all the different shines and matte areas. It's all broken apart very deliberately, and of course you do have those gray elements, those silver elements that really pop. You can see, look at how the light really hits that right there on her chest. Really fantastic. This piece, again, just for me, is just absolutely gorgeous. I would give this piece a 9 out of 10. I think that it probably could have been a little bit higher. Maybe, again, if the base had been just a slight bit smaller. Again, it's very difficult for me to pick this thing apart because, again, the quality, once again, from Prime 1 Studio is second to none. I absolutely love everything that they're putting out. I'm excited about the future and all the pieces that I have on pre-order, just because I love the quality of these statues. They're just so much fun, and I'm sad because I only have one more Arkham piece left after this. It's Mr. Freeze. I am hoping that Prime 1 does consider to expand this line just a little bit more, because this is the third female in this line, alongside of Harley Quinn and of course Batgirl. But I would love to see a Poison Ivy and complete the Sirens. That would be amazing. I know there's an online fan petition to try to get some of these characters made. Prime 1 said they may revisit them after all of these things have been released. Of course, Mr. Freeze is up next for me, and I cannot wait for Mr. Freeze. I do have the exclusive coming, and that should be here in the next couple months, alongside with Batman Hush. So I've got some awesome reviews coming here real soon. Again, I just cannot say enough about this piece. I really think she is well done, and again, you just cannot go wrong with ordering this piece. I love that there's different poses, all these different head sculpts. Again, you just get a lot of option with this particular statue. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'd love to hear them. Let me know if you picked her up. Let me know if you're thinking about it, or if I inspired you to buy this statue. I absolutely love when I hear collectors tell me that. They said, hey, it's because of my review that I ended up purchasing that statue. And man, I just love to hear that. It makes me really happy. And I love that you're collecting alongside with me, guys. It means a lot to me. So thank you guys so very much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. That does help people just like you find this content, and that does help the channel out tremendously. As always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you right here in the Batcave. All right, I wanted to give you guys a little teaser of Catwoman in the collection. I'm going to show you the entire collection here when I get ready to do my room tour here real soon. But I did want to give you just a little teaser of what she looks like standing next to the Dark Knight.